Hi everyone, my name is Joel Cleaver from Jims Group HQ, and today with me is Lloyd Richardson, who is the divisional owner of the Jims Bookkeeping division. Okay Lloyd, so tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, thanks Joel. I'm a fellow CPA, second generation accounting firm. My father started in 1950, so accounting was bred into me from the day dot. Did my degree at Waite, which is called Curtin Uni, and ran a traditional accounting practice. Had 25 staff, sole trader. I slowed down in 1999 and did a lot of consulting tours to the year 2015. This offer of come and have a look at Jims Bookkeeping was thrown at me. I played around for about a year, did my due diligence, and just over 2.5 years I purchased the whole division. My son's involved, he's a practice manager, so he's got an opportunity like I did to go to the next degree. And that's how we started in Jims Bookkeeping divisionally.
So Lloyd, since coming on board you made a lot of changes to the division. So what's new to Jims Bookkeeping in 2020?
Yeah, Joel, look, we always sit back and analyse what frustrates and challenges our bookkeepers have. And sure, there's lots of surveys done externally by some of the organisations. So my job as the division is to make sure that we're solving those challenges. And the biggest thing that I found was setting up a vision. At my age, this is my last gig in business. As you know, I've been involved with 20 or 30 different businesses over the years. So I set a clear vision that we want brilliant bookkeepers, and we're taking bookkeepers on a journey to be brilliant. But most important, I want to be happy. If we're not happy, we're not having a good time. Doesn't matter what you do. And to do that is caring, giving, and sharing. So our vision for our bookkeepers is to be brilliant. So that means we need to keep re-educating them. But you need to care, give and share. So anything you do in a day-to-day affair, if you can't pass those 3 tests, then don't do it. If you study that, that makes you become very, very happy. Our mission statement is to have fun together. So it might be a bit unique in bookkeeping, being the so-called nerdy industry. We're out to have lots of good time and have lots of fun.
So what does someone get when they join the Jims Bookkeeping family?
Yeah, it's a real good thing. Every time we talk about joining Jims is we've almost got 4,000 franchisees. When you start a new business, we are the only division that can service every other nearly 54 divisions in the group. You come to training, 50 or 60 franchisees, they come and ask you, help me out instead of your bookkeeping. I don't find that anywhere else in any other business where there's a group of new startups who want to work with you. So number one, most importantly, is the leads to start with. Because you start your business, you've got your clients. Support's crucial. I think the unique training programs, a frustration for a bookkeeper is how do I price? So I've got a 9-step process of 4 different methods of pricing. I can't tell you which way to do it, but we have an online training program, which we do at training too. Cash flow advising, how to set up budgets, how to monitor that, again, an online training program. So I think we use a lot of IT, which we have a pretty good support system, and a training program that every challenge that we find our bookkeepers are having, I find a solution for it. So services you can offer, sure, the basic bookkeeping. We do tax, so that a bookkeeper can offer tax services via our tax agents. Payroll, cash flow advising, asset registration, and general accounting. So the average bookkeeper wouldn't do that out there.
And what type of person are you actually looking for to join Jims Bookkeeping? What traits, what characteristics makes a good Jims Bookkeeping franchise owner?
First of all, it's a no-brainer. They need to have some form of education. There's a minimum requirement certificate for in bookkeeping and 2 years experience in Australia doing bookkeeping. Sure, I've had franchisees who've done 30 years as a bookkeeper but haven't got the qualifications. We look at that, we will buddy up for a BAS agent, buddy up for a tax agent. What I work on is our vision. Are you a giving, caring person, or are you a taker? If you're a taker, you're not going to get through our system. And we've all met takers in our life. They're not going to grow with you. So I really tick in my head, I'll read that person when we contact them, we'll phone them, we'll talk to them. Are they giving? Are they sharing? Will they support our community? And our guys, when we have issues, someone else will pick it up for it. And that's what I'm really breeding, is that vision in our group. Of course, they've got to have the investment. We always say it's around 25 grand. Basically, plus your training and GST, plus your travel. That's what it costs. Not a large investment, because our average is around 95. I can't guarantee that, but that's our average from our research surveys we've done internally. with our franchisees.
So why gyms overall? Because you said something at the start which is very
Yeah.
poignant, I thought, which is about you being an accountant, and we do have
Yeah.
a lot of accountants review the contracts, and you're right in what you said.
Yeah.
Wouldn't touch a franchise. So why was
No.
gyms different for you?
Let me probably explain that stage. As a fellow CPA and probably the number one trusted advisor, that's slowly changing, you know. I suppose when I'm running my community practice, I had 25 staff as a sole trader, so not a bad size accounting firm. A client would come in to say, here's a franchise agreement, I'm buying a franchise. Now, as an accountant, I would look at the figures only, numbers. Why would you pay 20, 30, 40, 50 grand to start a business and pay a monthly fee? Why don't you do it yourself? So numbers was the only way an accountant looked at. What we maybe should have looked at is the other benefits of what I've just said, community, those type of things. So I know several clients over my years that came to me wanting to buy a franchise, and my approach was it, maybe review it. You never say no. It was only when I got invited by the divisional to come in and have a look at this place. I was very negative. For me to come to have to go to training was no way. So I eventually came here when I was looking at it and looked around and I said, hey, there's some real people here. And that's what I found. I made some great contacts around the division and head office, but also everyone that comes here, you know, there's from ex-high corporates to kids who are just going to have a massive opportunity. We see the figures that these guys are making. You know, I see the lawnmower figures and I see the dog wash figures and I see the cleaning guys. To turn over that dollar for a very small investment and have all the support, not only from Jim, but everybody, it's a no-brainer. So I changed my absolutely opinion of a franchise to go and buy a frickin' one. To, you know, from a negative person to where I am now. And let me tell you, I had retired in 2015. I was travelling around Australia in my mobile office. And it was only then I got contacted and I did a lot of work, internet, I got involved. I bought 50% of it and then I bought 100% of it.
So how does someone actually join Jims Bookkeeping or find out a bit more about the opportunity? What's the best thing to do?
First you go to the website, jimsbookkeeping.com.au. Sure, you can get me to call you, go straight into the system, or we have a download of the information kit. That's what you want. Have a read of it. It's a 4-pager. We'll then contact you, have a chat to you, see if we can get you through certain stages. Most importantly, you'll get all the documents, but you come to this beautiful training centre. Come along, non-obligation. I always say it, try before you buy.
And the services as well, just call the number?
Oh yeah, 131 546. So if you want any type of those services. Cashflow Advisor is the big one, guys, for businesses. And go to the website.
Thanks for that, Lloyd. Very great insight into your story as well, into your journey with Jims and how you're taking the division forward. It's really exciting to have 50 franchisees in Jims Bookkeeping and all the things you are doing. If you are even thinking about it, definitely download that information pack.
Yep.
And Lloyd is your man. So thanks for that, Lloyd.
Thanks, guys.
So.
Thanks, Joel.